My next guest takes on Thiago Alves at UFC Fight Night 124 on January 14th. It is Zak Cummings joining me here on the program. Zak, how are you?
I'm good. I'm awesome. Just ready to get this fight over with.
Yeah, I bet. It's been a while since we've seen you in the cage. Of course, you last fought in April, and here we are coming up in January for this fight. And I know you had a little baby girl. I imagine that was part of it. But what was sort of the reason why you haven't fought for so long?
Yeah, I fought in April. I asked for the winner of Perry and Ellenberger, so Perry got the knockout. Big for him, like the week after. Basically, Sean Shelby said he had to kind of wait, see where what was available, where we were going, all this stuff, and man, I don't know, it just kind of took a little while, and I kept asking, and finally waited a couple, about a month out of a fight just to see if I could jump in there with somebody right before my daughter was born. So I had to turn that one down. But, basically told him that I just wanted to make sure that she got here and was healthy and everything before I kind of accepted another fight. So she was born in October, and I don't know, everything was good. They offered me the fight in January, and, here we are. So I'm just excited to get back in there. It's been too long.
And is this your first child?
It is, yeah.
Excellent. So how has fatherhood sort of changed you as far as, heading into this fight? Because I know it's a little bit different. I myself, my wife and I had a baby boy in September, so I'm not that far off from you as far as, being a new dad. So I know it definitely changes you a little bit.
Yeah, it definitely changes. I feel really, really guilty because, she just turned 2 months. I really haven't been around that much, just, been away for fight camp and all that stuff. And, so it's pretty hard, but, whenever she first got here, it's a big difference, a big responsibility, the lack of sleeping and all that stuff, just trying to make sure that she's taken care of. But my wife's awesome. She's been really supportive. She knows that, I need to make sure I'm training and doing the right things for this. And so anytime I've been traveling, she actually went down to Springfield, where we're from, where our family's at, and that way she has her mom and like our family and stuff around to help with the baby and all that stuff. So like kind of the last few weeks has just been really watching her grow up on FaceTime and video and pictures and stuff. So it's kind of sad, it's kind of hard, but I'm just excited to kind of get the fight back over with and get back to her.
And you're making these sacrifices for the greater good of your career and everything like that. I mean, that's unfortunately, these are things that you have to do in life. So that's good that you've, kind of made it work and all that. And plus, you're going to have, Christmas coming up here and everything else. So I'm sure there'll be some time there. But this is a big fight, man. You're fighting Thiago Alves, former title challenger. I know he's, had some injury issues over the years. But how excited were you when you got that phone call you were fighting him? Because he's a pretty big name.
Yeah, it really is. It's almost everything I've been asking for. I've been... he's not in the top 15, and that's what I was asked for. This is about the next best thing possible. He's I've been a huge fan of his my whole career as well. He's he's an exciting fighter, a phenomenal striker and everything. So I love watching him, ever since I've been out of the UFC and stuff like that. So being able to step in and fight one of those guys is really cool for me. And then also just, for my career, my name, he's a big name. He fought for a title. He's fought, for years and years in the UFC. But I feel like over the years, I just feel like, where I am now in my game and where he is, I think I've surpassed him. I think I'm a little more well-rounded. And I think it's a very good, favorable matchup for me. But, man, I'm excited for it because I know what's standing in front of me in Thiago Alves, and it should be a trip.
And how's training camp going for this fight? Because I know, obviously, you're there working with Julian Marquez for his last fight. Have you done any cross training at all, or has it been primarily just at Glory?
I went to right when camp started. Me and Kraus both went to Factory X, Muay Thai
in Denver.
out in Denver. Nice. Yeah, so we go to Denver quite a bit to work with Mark Montoya. I mean, I really like Mark's coaching style and everything. So he's a great leader and stuff. So I went there, started that. Came back. So me and, with James Krause fighting on the card, we've been trying to, basically we're training partners, just kind of like putting in the work together and getting each other ready and hopefully peak both at the same time. So, I was there in Denver, and then we came back. We both went out to Winnipeg, so we got to train a lot there. Then we came back for this week. I'm going to go see my family for a couple of days for Christmas, and then we're both heading out to Vegas the day after Christmas for Tim Elliott is fighting out there on the end
Fighting
of the
Mark
year
De La
card.
Rosa, yeah, I saw that
Yeah,
yesterday.
yeah. So we got that. So it's just nice that everywhere I've gone, Kraus is able to kind of go as well. So I've got a solid training partner. You know, we're able to push each other. We're, you know, he's my number one training partner in the gym. So whenever we're away from the gym, I still have my same training partner. So that's awesome.
Did you get a chance to train with Matt Brown out at Factory X? Because I know he did a bit of cross training over there. You know, at some point.
Yeah, I didn't.
Okay.
He fought right before I went back up there.
Oh, so, that makes sense.
Yeah,
okay.
I think he was just healing up, taking a little time off. So I'm hoping he might be up there when I get back from because I'm going to Vegas for Tim's fight, and then I'll go straight back to Denver to finish camp up. So I'm hoping he's there. It'd be, you know, another great training partner to have and stuff. And I love Matt, man. He's hanging out a little bit whenever James was on The Ultimate Fighter and stuff was really cool, man. So I would love to train with him for sure.
And as far as training partners at Factory X, I'm assuming guys like, you know, Brian Camozzi, I'm sure Marcus Edwards, maybe you got some time in with him, just guys like that?
Yeah, guys like that. You know, Chris Camozzi, I love working with him. The most important thing is Mark Montoya. You know, they've got good guys there to train with, but just being able to step out of my coaching role and all that stuff that I do at Glory in my gym, it's nice just to kind of be the athlete for a while and be told what to do. So they have a phenomenal strength and conditioning program out there, and just dealing with those guys and Mark and everything. So that's the main reason I go. You know, and then all the teammates and stuff. It's great to just see different looks and all that stuff as well.
How's the weight cut going? I mean, we're a couple of weeks out from this fight, but you know, we got Christmas coming up. You were just in Winnipeg. You know, how's everything going? Getting down to 70?
It's going. You know, I had a little extra baby weight on me that I had to get off. You know, from not fighting since April and stuff. They kept, you know, delaying stuff. So I got a little bigger than I normally want to get, but it fell off pretty quick. I mean, I'm right back on my normal track and stuff. I mean, I'm always a massive 70-pounder already. So the weight cuts are never fun. They're never easy. But, you know, I work with Tyler Minton, one of the best nutritionists in the game and stuff. So he's confident with it. I'm confident. We're just kind of chipping it away, you know, until I get there, and then time to cut the rest of the weight. So it's coming. Just slowly but surely, but it's definitely coming off.
How do you see this fight playing out on January 14th?
Man, it's weird because I know how hard Alves is to finish. He is just a tough dude. He's dangerous, but even if he gets beat, it's just normally just kind of people grind him out and stuff, and they have a hard time finishing him. Which one, if anybody's able to grind him out, it's definitely me. I've got the size. I've you know, the wrestling, the ground, like I've got the tools to be able to do that. But every time I like envision this fight in my head, I feel like it goes like a lot of my other fights. I feel like I hurt him on my feet and either take him to the ground or whatever and finish with a submission. So I see a finish. I don't know. I kind of see more like a second round finish. Get that feeling out process and find my range in the first. And once I find it, I think I can land some hard shots on him and get him hurt a little bit, and then finish him off on the ground. So it's kind of what I keep seeing. I'm ready for a 3-round war. I know how hard he is to finish, but every time I envision the fight, I see me getting the finish. So I'm going with that one.
Awesome. Last question before I let you go. Toughest question on this interview. We got Christmas coming up next week. Is there a favorite Christmas movie for Zak Cummings that he would recommend?
Oh man.
And by the way, I'll accept Die Hard because that counts as a Christmas movie.
Die Hard counts. That's a good one. I don't know. It's maybe. I mean, like I don't know. Any more like just lighthearted, like The Elf is always a good one.
Yeah, that's a good choice.
Just
I like
comedy.
that.
I mean, I like the classics and stuff like that, but The Elf is always funny. Just I don't know. I like comedies and stuff, so I'll go with that.
That's a great choice, and this is a great fight. I can't wait. UFC Fight Night 124 coming up here January 14th. Zach, this was a lot of fun, man. I really appreciate you taking the time. Just to remind people where they can get a hold of you on social media, and if you got any sponsors or shout-outs, the floor is yours.
Yeah, I mean, for sure. Hit me up on, you know, all the social media platforms. It's at Zak Cummings for most of them. I definitely do my best to try to hit everybody back, answer any questions I can and stuff. So if you have questions for me or anything, or just, you know, follow kind of the everyday life, I'm really trying to step my my story game up and stuff. I know sometimes when I don't have fights come up, I don't really kind of post as much. So I want to try to open myself up and, you know, a little bit more into my life a little bit more. So follow me on social media. Instagram's probably the big one I'm really trying to push right now. And then I share my Instagram stuff to everything else. So at Zak Cummings, that's Z-A-K. There's no C-H in there. So Z-A-K. And then, you know, just Mark Montoya and Factory X and everybody at Glory MMA and Fitness, my family, just everybody for the support. I've got a lot of stuff going on for this fight camp with the traveling, the baby. I'm moving my gym and expanding there. So everybody has come together with just a massive amounts of support and really help out for me to get ready for this fight. So I'm excited to go out and do my part.
What's up, fight fans? If you like this video, be sure to subscribe to see even more interviews with your favorite UFC and Bellator fighters. We've also got coverage at events, including post-fight press conferences and media scrums. And if you like this video, check out the video to my right. It's worth your time.